and welcome to Yoga Today. My name is Susan Whitaker, and today we're going to be talking about the Crown Chakra. It's overhead. The Crown Chakra is called Sahasrara Chakra, or it's also called the 1,000-petaled lotus. And as you can see, it's right above the head. I hope you can see it. I can't see it. But all the other chakras are located in the body. So this one is unique, and it's all about raising energy that lifts up through the body and opens a portal to receiving information. So there's not a lot of yoga that we can do that's going to affect it, but you can do yoga to move the energy and to concentrate on moving up and out in that way. We're going to start today by just chanting an Om sound. An Om is a classical yoga chant, and it's a great way of centering and raising your vibration. So take a deep breath with me, and then let that breath out all together. Just release the breath, relax the front body, relax the back body, and then take another deep breath and we'll begin. The sound of Om clears the mind and brings you into a place of quietness. And even if you don't chant it yourself, you benefit from hearing it. One of the guiding factors of this, we're going to call it the Crown Chakra, is that we are all here to help one another. So we're going to start with one palm, right palm up, and left palm down. And you can sit in a chair or on the floor, or you can even stand up for this one. Now bring that right palm in by your side and extend your left arm. And this is a practice in giving and receiving. So we'll switch arms. Pull the left palm in at the waist, extend the right arm, palm down. Every time your hand comes back near you, the palm is up. Every time it extends in front of you, it's down. So we're just going to reach and pull. And imagine that you are in a perfectly balanced place of giving and receiving, being of help and service to your fellow humans, whether it's to your family, your friends, or anyone. And we'll breathe with it. So take a nice slow breath and then exhale that breath. And a nice slow breath and a slow exhalation. Relax your shoulders and your neck. We'll do one more. Inhale. And exhale. And then we're going to take both arms in front of us, interlock the fingers, roll your palms outward. Remember to honor your shoulders and do any movement that we do with deference to your shoulders. So if this bothers your shoulders, bend your elbows. With your in-breath, we're going to raise the arms overhead and just pause here. Exhale, feel your feet on the ground, or feel, if you're in a cross-legged position, feel your sitting bones on the ground, and focus in on this space right here. It's almost a teardrop-shaped space above your head, as though you have a 1,000-petal lotus of light shining there. Allow your eyes to close and just feel this space above you. Now with your eyes open, we're going to bend the elbows and take the hands behind the head. Now for some of us, that's not going to feel real comfortable, so we'll just place the hands behind the head and tip over to the right just a little bit. If you're able to do so, bend that right elbow deeply, take your left arm back. And that kind of makes you curve and drop the head. So lift right here from your solar plexus and draw back a little bit with your rib cage. Your eyes will be forward. And breathe into the left underarm. Imagine there's space being created. The left side is the receiving side, the right side is the giving side. Let's take one more breath. And then with your in-breath, raise both arms overhead and tilt to the right just a little bit. Turn your eyes and gaze down. Keep your left sitting bone or your left foot focused on pressing downward. Inhale, come back to the middle. We'll bend the elbows again, hands behind you. The right arm's going to go back, the left arm's coming down. Or again, here's the alternative, hands behind the head and a slight left side tilt. So here we are. Now we're concentrating on opening this area. So this is also really nice for your lymphatic system. And imagine this is your giving side. So with a deep breath in and a deep breath out, see yourself being a giving person as well as a receiving person. This is how we help each other. On the in-breath, raise the arms overhead, palms roll to the ceiling. And on the out-breath, tilt gently to the left. Look down with your eyes. And inhale, come back to the midline. Shrug your shoulders, bring your arms down in front of you, and just rest your hands on your lap. Now we're going to take the right hand around behind the back. So place your right hand on the small of your back. Raise your left arm along your ear. This is a really nice shoulder opener. So with your left arm raised, spread your fingers, take your energy up. This is all about energy moving up and hovering right above your head, like a halo, like a spotlight right above your head. With your next exhalation, bend your elbow, pull your arm down in what we call a cactus arm, and turn your head to the right. Imagine there's a spiral moving up your spine from the tailbone through every vertebra, between the shoulder blades, into the neck, right up to the crown of the head. And then turn your head forward, release your left hand, release your right hand. Take the left hand around behind you, place it on the small of the back. If you can't reach there, the option is having your hand on your hip. Raise your right arm along your ear. Lift, spread your fingers wide. Drop your tailbone just a little bit. Be aware of your feet, wherever they happen to be. And take deep breaths. Let your eyes gaze forward. And with your exhalation, bend your elbow, move into cactus arm with your right hand, and turn your head to the left. And now we'll envision that spiral at the tailbone, just starting to spiral all the way around the spine as though energy is rising. On your in-breath, face forward with your head, extend both arms with your palms up, and exhale, roll your palms back to the ceiling. So this is a nice little shoulder squeeze. Your arms can be all the way up at shoulder level or drop them down a little bit. Go to the comfort of your shoulders. And we'll let the breath flow up and down the spine, just nice and easy now. No spirals, just a nice channel. Imagine light is moving up and down your spine. With your next inhale, unwind your arms, palms up again, and we're going to lift the arms, touch with your palms, and bring your hands right down through your center, resting them at your heart. Interlock your fingers, let your index fingers point upward. And we're going to do this next movie quickly 7 times. On the inhale, we're lifting the arms overhead. On the exhale, we're pulling the hands down to the heart. Inhale, rise. Thinking of that space above your head. Exhale, down. Inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. Last one. Inhale, feel that space between your arms right above your head like a bright shining light. And exhale, bring this light right into your heart. Relax your hands down on your knees and just for a moment close your eyes and see if you can visualize this bright light shining above your head. I like to think of it as an aperture, like a camera opening, just kind of spreading open and allowing light to come in. Now when you're ready, we're coming down to the floor. So come onto your hands and knees. And we're going to interlock the fingers and place the forearms and the fingers on the floor. We're making a little web with our hands. We're going to take the crown to the floor and cradle our head. So your hands are going to be right at the crown of the head. And very gently rock back and forth. If your knees are bothering you, please kneel on a blanket. But we're massaging the crown of the head. You might find your chin tucking down as you roll to the crown and then back to the forehead just a few times. And relax your jaw. Keep your elbows nice and close to the head. And when you roll back one more time, ease your hips down into a child pose. And we're going to take the hands and wrap them around the head, just like we're cradling the head right at the crown. You can tuck your chin, and again, bring your elbows in. Just feeling that sense of security. Take 2 more breaths in silence. And releasing the pose, walk yourself up and lie down on your back. Bend your knees. And we'll start with just a little rocking of the knees from one side to the other. You can let your neck turn. And coming back to the center, straighten out the right leg, roll the left leg across the body. And you're going to rock here also. So with your arms out and your knee bent, we're just rocking over to the right hip and then back to the low back. Keep your left shoulder blade on the floor, and once you're taking that right knee over again, put your hand on the knee and take your left arm up along your ear. So there's a really nice range of motion here, from extended out through the shoulder all the way up along the ear. So place your arm, your left arm, wherever it's most comfortable. And we'll roll the head from one side to the other until you find a comfortable place for your head, and pause there. Remember to keep that left shoulder blade on the floor. So even if your knee pops up, your left shoulder blade is down, your neck is in a comfortable place. And again, draw upon that image of a spiral. This time start with your right foot. Imagine a spiral is moving up the right leg, into the hip girdle, into the waist, into the chest, around the neck, around the head, and just spiraling right through the crown of the head. And if you're very visual, you can imagine a color or a light. So it's not binding us, it's movement. It's movement, energetic movement through the body. Drop your chin just a little bit. Let's take one more breath. And on the exhale, sweep your arm down, roll onto your back, step your foot down, and step your right knee back. Square your hips, and we'll do a little bit more of that rocking with the knees, just in case you need to massage your lower back. Allow your head to turn. And then come back to the middle. We're going to straighten out the left leg, cross the right leg over. Good. And here we'll rock a little bit. So you can put your foot on your knee if that helps you to rock, or you can put your foot on your shin, whatever allows you to rock just a little bit side to side. And this next time that you roll your left knee over, pause. Keep your right shoulder blade on the floor, and then we're going to raise the right arm up. Find your range of motion, whether it's directly out from the shoulder, up just a little bit more, or all the way up to your ear. That position doesn't matter. It's the openness of your side that you want. Turn your head until you find that comfortable position. And now we'll imagine a spiral moving up the left leg, through the pelvic girdle, around the hips, through the waist, the ribs, the shoulders, including the arms, around the neck and head, and right out the crown of the head. And let's take one more round of breath. And exhaling, sweep the right arm down, roll back onto the back, step down, left leg steps back, square your hips, and center your head. Now pull the shoulder blades forward away from the floor and then drop them back. Just let them fall right back behind you. We're going to roll to one side, come onto hands and knees, and do a downward facing dog. Now if you know that you shouldn't lower your head any lower than your heart, you're going to use a chair. So you can stand. This will be your downward dog. Today's downward dog's a little different. I'm going to do mine on the floor. I'll take my right leg behind my left leg so I'm crossed at the knees. Roll the toes under and push and do a cross-legged downward dog. The knees are going to be very lightly bent. The hips draw back and you'll allow your head to relax. Now we're going to feel the crown of the head lower than the body. Those of us who are using the chair, same kind of thing. You can drop your head just a little bit. I want everyone to feel that sensation of the crown. Bring your elbows in toward your head. Keep the knees lightly bent. You don't want to lock those legs back. And we're coming down into a child pose with crossed legs. So ease the knees down, relax the toes, and drop back. You won't be able to go as far as you usually go. That's okay. Coming back onto hands and knees, or if you're standing, uncross your legs. We'll take the left leg behind the right, tuck the toes under, push, and lift up. And once again, we want to feel sensation in the head. It's quite easy because the circulation is flowing into the head, knees lightly bent, hips drawing back, inner elbows moving toward the head. You can pull your belly in lightly and just continue breathing here. And relaxing down with crossed knees. Those of us who are standing and holding the chair, we're going to simply stand up. If you're on the floor, draw back. Nice and slow. And then come back up again. Uncross your legs and come up on your knees. So everybody come onto their knees. We're going to step the right foot out and we'll rotate the foot to face outward. We're going to line up the foot, the knee, and the hip. So you're out at it. Your leg is at a perpendicular angle to the body. Take your right elbow onto the thigh and shoot your left arm right along the ear like an arrow leading a bow. Now we're not going to glide into the hips. We're going to stay stable. Press with that right foot and think about tightening right through your gluteus muscles. We're going to draw the hip joint into the body. So you're feeling this in your left side, your left hip, your waist, your ribs, your underarm, and then finally your crown. Inhale, rise up, bring that left arm down, bring your right knee in. It's a little balance moment there. Step the left foot out and see how my leg is at a right angle. My foot, my knee, and my hip are in alignment. And I don't want my knee to go past the foot. I want to keep it at that nice right angle. Left elbow to the thigh, right arm along the ear, and reach out. We'll press with the left foot, tighten the left glute muscles, and that's going to draw your hip joint into the body. And think of releasing an arrow along your ear. It's got energy to it. Think of the crown of the head, and take one more round of breath. Raising your arm, rise up, and let the arm float down. Good. And bringing your left foot in, sit down for a moment. We're going to cross the ankles. You can return to your chair if you'd like to. bringing your body into stillness, we'll do a breathing practice. And this one is called dispelling negativity. So we'll inhale fully through the nostrils and exhale through the mouth with a soft ha. Inhale through your mouth. Closing the mouth, exhale through the nose. Inhale through your nose, and just pursing your lips a little bit, exhale through the mouth. Once your lungs are full, we want to empty them completely. Inhale through the mouth, like you're sipping the air in and filling your lungs. Closing the mouth and exhaling through the nose. Again, inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the mouth. Relax the shoulders and the back of the neck. Inhale through the mouth. Exhale through the nose. We'll do one more just like that. Listening to the sound of the breath, holding your attention at the crown of the head. As you exhale through the nose, this will be your last part of the breath. Relax all the way into the palms of your hands and just breathe your own way. Just resume your own breathing rhythm. And arranging your hands so that they're either comfortably resting on your knees or in your lap, we'll close with a short meditation. So get into a comfortable position on the floor or in your chair and close your eyes. Stay with that rhythm of the breath, breathing in into your own being, your own sense of expansiveness, your own miracle of who you are, breathing out into the greater force, the greater good. So tuning into the eternity of the breath. And we'll imagine a bright light at the base of the tailbone. When you breathe in, that light's going to move up like a shining beacon through every chakra, belly, solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye, up into the crown. And then breathe that, exhale, breathe that breath down, crown, third eye, throat, heart, solar plexus, belly, and tailbone. So please continue. Every time you breathe in, think of the light rising up, resting in that 1,000-petaled lotus, and then she sends her root down through your body all the way into the earth. Breathing in, feel the lift. Breathing out, feel that downward flow of movement and rootedness. And the next time that you breathe out and establish your deep roots, you can blink your eyes open. Bring your palms together. And as you go into your day, remember that you are both rooted and lifted up. Thank you so much. Namaste.